Hello. Happy Sunday and happy Mother's Day to the mothers out there. I wanted to talk about a couple of things and decided to just go live because I want to talk about jobs. And I basically have three companies that I've just found, and they look to be pretty solid companies. Two I already knew about, another one I just learned about, but they're hiring for remote workers. So I will kind of go ahead and start with the list here. So the first company that is hiring for remote workers, they're actually hiring, like they said, they want to hire 6,000 new team members. So it is a teletech company. So basically, this company provides customer and technical support to various companies throughout the world, and they're called TTEC, and that's just an acronym, TTEC, basically short for Teletech. They are worldwide. So when I was looking up the different jobs that they're hiring for, they're global, but primarily in the US, the UK, or the United Kingdom, um, also in India, and a few other countries in Asia, and then also some other countries in Europe, but primarily it was the US, UK, Europe, and India. And basically, they're hiring for different customer service reps, technical service reps, also some different like technical advisors. So if you have any kind of technical support or customer service history, it looked to be focused on those areas. So check them out. Again, it was TTEC. All of the positions were remote, so that was awesome to see. They were also hiring for some other business functions like workforce management or HR. So it's pretty cool. All right, so that was the first one. The second one I actually knew about already because the company I currently work for, we use their products basically. So the first company was TTEC, the next one is Salesforce. Salesforce is hiring like, I shouldn't say like crazy, but they're hiring for well over 2K positions or 2,000 positions. Hi, Cubston. Welcome to my live. I am talking about companies that are hiring for jobs that are virtual or remote. No worries about the all caps. Welcome. So, Salesforce is the second company that is hiring, and primarily they have been hiring in the US. It's a US based company based in San Francisco. And if you haven't heard of Salesforce before, they basically have a lot of cloud platforms and products that companies like to use for basically kind of managing customer service. And so a lot of what they've been hiring for are for people in the marketing space, IT developers, people that can actually develop their products. And also, they've been hiring a lot of account managers for different regions. So, primarily, they've been hiring in the New York area, San Francisco area, which is where they're based, of course. And then they've also been hiring just straight up remote. Like, even on the job description, you will see remote. Yes, so they actually have been hiring some HR positions. However, I've seen a lot of account managers. I did see some training leads or trainers, those type of roles, and then anything in the marketing space. But they have well over 2,000 positions, so there definitely is more. And then primarily they've been focused in New York, San Francisco. Also, I did see Austin and Miami, but then a lot of the positions will just say remote. So that's been good too. So I kept them on the list because, I mean, whenever we're actually saying on the job description a job is remote, then most likely it's going to be remote 100%. Yes, 2K is huge. It is. And so the first company that I talked about, TTEC, which I just learned about, they're in the teletech industry. Basically, they provide services for different businesses worldwide, primarily customer service type of support or technical advising or technical support. They are actually hiring, I said 8K earlier, but it's actually 10K jobs, so over 10,000 jobs, TTEC. So I'm going to put that in the comments. So number one was TTEC. And then number two was Salesforce. And number three is another tech giant that you may have heard of, and it's Cisco. So you may know of Cisco because you may be seeing Cisco, that name on like maybe some phones in the workplace, but it's basically a computer networking company. And just like the name suggests, they make sure company networks are up. So like your phone system is up, they provide products on the hardware and software side. So if you have any kind of technical skill, especially in networking, that will be a company to look at. They're actually hiring. They said they have 1,200 job openings right now. And they also list companies that are remote, and the other locations they're hiring in are in Washington State, New York, and California. And I also saw Raleigh, North Carolina on there too. So they're not only hiring for tech jobs, they're actually hiring a lot of account managers as well and business development managers. So they're definitely growing as the need for companies to make sure that their teams are in the network and able to work wherever they can. So that's been a really nice thing about Cisco. They're definitely growing. And then they've also been hiring learning project managers, so people that can kind of manage the learning that's happening internally within the company. So making sure that Cisco employees are actually being trained. So that was pretty cool. So those are the three companies that I saw that are hiring, not only hiring, but hiring for companies. They're hiring for corporate positions rather that are also remote. So that was really cool to see. Okay, missing a couple comments in here. Yes, Cubston. All of the companies are hiring for remote positions. You'll have to go to the website to see which jobs are actually remote. So TTEC had the highest number of remote jobs, and they're actually on their advertisement saying like, we're hiring 10,000 work from home positions. So I would definitely look there first. If you feel like you have customer service or technical skills. And then Salesforce also called out that they have some remote openings as well. And then Cisco, again, when you look at their job descriptions, you'll see certain jobs are noted as remote. But I do imagine that either at Salesforce or Cisco, whatever job that you're looking at is most likely going to start out remotely, even if they're not saying it on that job description, because they have that capacity to do that. If you're in a corporate function, most likely you can work from home. So for example, I've hired, oh my gosh, just in the past week, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 people that have all been lined up to start remotely. So they're onboarding and everything's going to be remote, and they're going to start working remotely. So it's, and I work at a large company, a global company, and I imagine Salesforce and Cisco are going to work in the same way, where whether the job says remote or not, you should definitely apply and hear, what they're doing, because most likely their employees are already working remotely, and they're going to have any new hires that start, have them work remotely too. Oh, thanks, Cubson. those are the main companies that I wanted to talk about. I only saw 3 that seem to be consistently remote. But, I think, again, look at the job descriptions, see if there's any language in there that's saying either virtual, remote, or work from home. And even if it's not, if it's a very large company, you may just try to apply, see if you can find some information about it, because most likely, they are going to have you starting remotely if it's a large company, because they are able to, have that network. So I am going to go through here because I don't know if I caught everything. Okay, so yes, I see 3 people here. So if you missed what I talked about earlier, TTEC is one company that is hiring remote workers. They're hiring worldwide. So not just in the United States, they're hiring in India, they are hiring in the United Kingdom, and they are also hiring in other parts of Europe and Asia as well. They actually are on all the 6 continents, not including Antarctica. So they are worldwide. So whether you're in the US or not, you can definitely look at some openings there, and they're hiring 10,000 plus positions that are work from home. The second one was Salesforce, which is basically a company that provides different products and services in the customer success platform, I guess you could say. So for companies that are like customer service or customer products, where they want to see and get direct feedback from customers and really engage with customers, this is a platform that they can use. So Salesforce has been hiring for 2,000 plus positions that are remote. Others may show on the job descriptions Austin, Miami, and again, New York and San Francisco are the biggest markets, but definitely another one to check out. Hello, Miss Yo-Yo Show. Welcome. And so I talked about TTEC, Salesforce, and the last company that I noted was Cisco. So Cisco, again, is a computer networking company. And basically, just like the name sounds, like computer networking, they're providing products and services to make sure that companies are up on the network. So like your phone systems, for example, or your internet connections, they're providing services and products that keep everything running. So as you can imagine, right now they are booming. And so they're hiring for 1,200 positions. And I did take a look at the locations again: Washington, New York, and California. They've been hiring primarily account managers, so people that can manage different regions, and then Raleigh. And then there are definitely jobs that just list out remote. So if you have any kind of experience in account management, learning, project management, business development, that is definitely another place to look. So that's kind of the main highlight of this video. I wanted to just share that with anyone that's looking for a job. I know that right now we all know the main places that are hiring like crazy, that's broadcasted everywhere, in the essential services, like all the pizza places like Domino's and Papa John's and all the grocery chains. But those are in essential businesses where you're still putting yourself out there and putting yourself at risk. I mean, not everyone wants to do that. So I definitely wanted to share some of the companies that are hiring for corporate functions where you have the opportunity to work from home. So definitely check those companies out. If you are actively looking, or if you know someone that is, tell them to look there, because they're actually going out there and actually selling the jobs and saying that they're hiring work from home. But unfortunately, the only thing we see on the news of places that are hiring are, the essential services that, again, put you out there and you don't want to be out and exposing yourself. So definitely check out some corporate companies that are either in tech, in product services, or in customer service, because most likely they're able to manage to work from home. Oh, thank you, Miss Yo-Yo. Oh, hi, Easy. Welcome. Good evening. Yes, everything's well. Everything's well. Yes, cousin, I will provide links after the live, after it shows up. I think it will take a little while. My last couple of lives, they like showed up on my video section the next day, so I will add in the links. Yes, yes. Very good. Okay. So those were the main companies. There were a couple more. Hi, football highlights. Oh, football highlight says he's late. It's okay, no worries. I will talk through the companies. There were a few more that I did notice, but I didn't have a lot of time to just look into to make sure that the jobs were remote, which I would prefer to do before sharing. But the ones that I did check out were TTEC, which is a teletech company. Basically, they provide different services to businesses worldwide in the customer service space. So they'll handle a company's customer service. So for example, and I'm just throwing this company out there, I don't know if they're a client of theirs or not, but like AT&T, well, they need people to actually handle customer support calls. And they also need people to help with technical support and a number of other things. So TTEC is a company that will provide those services for multiple businesses, saving them money. So they're worldwide. And I said earlier, they're hiring all over the place, but mainly in the United States and the United Kingdom and some other parts of Europe, along with India and a few other parts of Asia. So they're one to check out if you have any kind of customer service skills. They're hiring customer service reps, technical client advisors, sales specialists as well. So if you have some sales skills, or if you can, talk about how you have transferable skills that can relate to sales. They are also hiring for HR managers and workforce development managers as well. So, and that's not all of the jobs. Again, I said earlier, I did see that they're hiring 10,000 jobs worldwide. So they are work from home. So, if you are looking for something different, or, maybe unfortunately you lost a job, they're definitely a place that I would look at first. And then the second company was Salesforce. So they are a giant on the West Coast for sure, but they basically provide different marketing services and basically allow businesses to really engage with their customers in a way that's really helpful for managing the business and seeing where business needs are and how they can grow and improve and things like that. My company right now uses Salesforce. So they are another place that's hiring. If you haven't heard of them before, they are based in San Francisco here in the US. And they're hiring remote roles, not just tech, but they are hiring for developers, trainers, people in the marketing space. And they're hiring over 2,000 positions right now. Welcome, Gurpreet Singh. I don't know if I'm butchering your name or not. If I am, forgive me. Football Highlight says, I'm 21. Would they hire me? 21 is of age. So I imagine that age would not be a problem. TTEC, Salesforce, anyone over 18 should be eligible to apply. Good question, and welcome, Gurpreet. If I'm not pronouncing your name well, please leave me a comment and help me. The Miss Yo-Yo Show Says I'm on the TTEC website now. Okay, good. Good. Let me know if you see anything that you apply to. And if you do, please come back and, let us know how things went. So the second company was Salesforce. Again, they're the platform that is focused on customer engagement and marketing. And then the last one that I talked about earlier was Cisco. So Cisco is the computer networking company that we all have probably seen on like a phone system or something, but they are hiring 1,200 jobs right now. Again, remote jobs, you are definitely able to find a lot of the positions I saw, and maybe because I just resonated to them the quickest, but account managers in different regions of the US, and then learning project managers, and then business development managers. But that's not it. There's definitely more. They're hiring for technical positions as well in a number of other areas. But those were some. I wanted to kind of bring it away from technical because I feel like I'm normally talking about tech since I'm an IT recruiter. But I wanted to just kind of bring these companies to light just because I'm like, okay, we get it. Like, yes, Pizza Hut is hiring, but what else? Like, I want something that pays more, and I want something where I'm not going to be exposing myself to anything. Hello, Felicity. Welcome. I'm talking about jobs tonight. I basically have been running through a list of a few companies that I saw that are hiring remotely. And I will leave the companies in the description box. Cousin says tech is good. Tech is a really good industry. I mean, really, if there's any industry where you'll most likely your skills are going to be in demand all the time, it's going to be tech. And then also, it's just like, okay, if you're going to work from home, most tech jobs are going to allow for that. Sometimes with networking, I will say that some network engineers do need to go on site because they're working with different cables, servers, and things like that, where you may need to go on site on occasion. But for the most part, you're working from home. And especially other tech positions like developers and IT support specialists and things like that. So I listed off the companies. That's really the main thing I wanted to come on here for. I didn't want to be on here for too long, but for anyone that's new and just watching this video, I am a corporate recruiter. So a lot of the content that I share is job related. I share either companies that are hiring right now. I share job search and interview tips, resume writing tips, things of that nature. So I will stay on here a little longer in case anyone has questions. So if you're actively looking for a job, or if you know someone that is and you have a question for me, I am happy to answer. Hi, Easy. So Easy says, have I thought about taking my skills to start my consulting firm? Small businesses are getting SBA loans, right? And sell your online courses and book on YouTube. 3 passive incomes. Thank you, Easy. In process. And thank you. You've been on, I think, my last 3 lives, so I appreciate you joining. So I'm just kind of scrolling through the comments now, really. Let's see. Yes, the locations of the jobs primarily have been in the United States. However, TTEC is global, and the jobs were global as well. And I will say Cisco and Salesforce may also have jobs that are open outside the US. When I looked, I just primarily saw the roles that were in the US or that said remote. So if you are outside the United States, then just go into the search box and put in your location to see what comes up. Okay. Okay. I'm going through the comments. Let's see. And as someone asked earlier, I will be adding those companies to the description box after this shows up on my channel. Like I said earlier, it takes a while sometimes. So I will include TTEC website, Salesforce, and Cisco. And if I find any other companies that I'm able to vet out myself and look up, I will also share those. I have a couple of places that I saw. Let me see if I can pull it up. But I saw these places, but I just want to vet them out. So I can share the ones that I'm wanting to look into first. Let me see. So obviously the big one is Amazon. I think everyone knows that they're hiring, but I wanted to look into exactly what type of jobs they're hiring for. I know they're hiring for people to work in their fulfillment centers, of course, but again, that's like another job where you might be exposing yourself. But I know that Amazon is just too big to not be hiring right now for corporate jobs as well. So I am going to be looking at Amazon more to see exactly, where the jobs are and what the jobs are as well. This other company I just never heard of before, but it's called Allied Universal. So I'll be looking that one up as well, because I don't want to get on here if it's not like a real thing. And then the other one, let me see. By the way, I was skimming through LinkedIn because I'm on LinkedIn all of the time as a recruiter. And these were some of the companies that had showed up. Oh, the other one was this is actually funny. So if any of you use TikTok, so TikTok is kind of like a YouTube platform in a way, but if you see any of the funny videos that are happening right now with the TikTok dances and stuff, I was on TikTok like 2 years ago, and then I like deleted it. It was fun, but I don't know, I just got bored with it. But TikTok parent company is called ByteDance, and they're actually hiring 10K positions. But again, I want to look into seeing what are these positions, like are they corporate positions, what are they? So I will come back with another video to talk about any other companies that I see. I wanted to just kind of quickly get on here with a live and talk about these three, because I know there are some people that are looking for something different or just looking, and I'm hoping not everyone is just coming across the same old things and are able to find something that might be relevant for them. Oh, okay. Thank you for the nice comments. You're welcome, Gurpreet. I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name right. Please tell me if I am way off on pronouncing your name. Cubston says, this is really useful. Thank you. I hope so. I know it's really tough right now, so I hope it helps someone. Make passive income with Amazon. Definitely. A lot of people are making passive income with Amazon. Promoting products. Yes, yes, yes. I don't know if I know enough people to really promote on Amazon. I wonder how that would work. I can try it and see what happens. Maybe if people keep thumbs upping my videos, and sharing it like Cubston, thank you. Maybe more people will see. Felicity says we'll be waiting for that video. Okay, cool. Thank you. Gurpreet says, please mention all the companies and locations. Gurpreet, please let me know where you're located if you're still here. That'll help me in the next video, because then I can look for companies that are hiring in your location. And I'm assuming, is everyone in the chat currently in the United States, or are you in different locations? I can't remember. I think Easy is in the United States, in Atlanta, maybe. I might be off. Let me know if I'm wrong. Cubston is in Canada, that's right. I didn't see Canada on any of these recent lists. I do have some videos that I made earlier where I did talk about more Canada-based companies, but for these couple, I didn't see Canada. So I'll take a look and see if I can see anything for Canada that's work from home. Because the only other thing with some companies is I know when I've tried to hire someone in Canada, but the job was technically based in the United States, there was difficulty because of some regulations around that. So that's the thing that makes it a little tough. Nothing from Michigan. Okay. I can keep an eye out and see if I find anything from Michigan. But I will say, like, even if you don't see your location, still apply, because especially if the job is saying it's remote, then if it's a US based company, you should still be able to work in a different location with them saying that it's remote, or if they're saying virtual, or if they're saying the location is agnostic, even. That's another thing that you might see. And then, of course, work from home. Oh, Gurpreet is in Canada as well. Okay. Okay, so I'll be looking at Canada. Ohio. There may be. I know that Felicity D, what industry or job area are you in? What types of jobs would you be looking for? Hello, Extra Step CEO. Welcome. I ran through 3 companies earlier that are hiring for work from home jobs. So I'll quickly say those 3. First one was TTEC. The second was Salesforce. And the third was Cisco. And I will provide links once this video shows up on my channel. It may be tomorrow because I think it takes a little while. Let's see. So yeah, Ohio, I'll be looking for. And yes, thank you all for joining. I see more people in the chat. Welcome, welcome. Happy Sunday, happy Mother's Day for anyone that is a mother. Cubston, happy Mother's Day. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. You know, I just wanted to come on here for a couple minutes, talk about the companies that are hiring. Again, I hope it's useful for someone. I didn't see any job related questions in here outside of just looking for, just looking for an upcoming video with some companies that are hiring in different locations. But I think for people that are in the US, no matter what state you're in, if you're seeing that the job is saying remote or virtual, you should still apply. Go ahead and apply. Even for jobs that, you know, maybe they don't say remote or virtual, if you're open to relocating at any point in time, you should definitely apply, because I know the company I work for right now, what we're doing is we've hired people in different locations and just said, you know, once we're comfortable with all of this goes down, like even if it's early next year, then you can move to the location, you know, that you're working for. So companies are definitely being flexible. Arise is hiring in Canada. Okay. I have to look them up. I'm not familiar. Since I'm in the US, I'm not as familiar. I have to look them up. But thank you, Extra Steps. So for Cubston and Gurpreet, you can look at Arise. Okay. Well, That's all I have for this video. Just wanted to talk about those companies and hopefully give some uplifting, news that there are companies still hiring for corporate functions. You just got to look in the right places. Just look in the right places. Be prepared for your interviews and really selling yourself in the right way and stay positive. Like if you are on the job market right now, just keep your head up. Things will get better. You will find something, and there are places that are hiring, and you'll have something that's for you. So with that, I am going to end this video. Thank you all for joining. I appreciate it, especially on a Sunday night. Again, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.